Hello, Tech Bandits. Welcome to my stream. That was a surprise raid there, and I'm sorry I wasn't set up right away. But welcome, welcome. Glad to have you all. For those, I'm actually going to turn the music off because it's a little distracting to me even. There's that button. So, welcome, welcome. For those who don't know, I am Panoramic Panda. Uriah. I don't care that my name's out there. It's easy to find. I'm pretty much Panoramic Panda everywhere. So, anyway, I am a largely D&D TaleSpire streamer. Also do a little bit of gaming on Wednesdays and Thursdays usually, but with the brand new Chimera build out for TaleSpire, I have been needing to build some maps for a one-shot that is going this Sunday on this channel at 4 p.m. Eastern. And also, gotta get. My main group is running through Dungeon of the Mad Mage, and I need to build level 6 because they just hit that, or they're about to hit that, pretty close probably to the beginning of the next session. So I need to get maps built. So I figured why not convert some of my Wednesday, Thursday gaming streams into some map building streams, especially with the new hype of TaleSpire Early Access being 1 week from today. So might as well get in on that. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be building the map for the one-shot that I will be running Sunday. I have a few maps left to build for it. Hopefully we should actually be able to finish it so I can start on level 6 tomorrow, because that's going to be huge and it's probably going to take me multiple sessions of building. In general, though, our group is called Out of Alignment, and we stream on this channel at 4 p.m. Eastern on Sundays, except for a few Sundays this month because we're taking some breaks. We will be streaming the one-shot this Sunday. The following Sunday we will be off, and then we will be back with our main sessions on the 25th. The best place to keep up on news of that is, of course, subscribing to this channel, going to our official Out of Alignment Twitter. You can find links to that below. And, of course, our Out of Alignment Discord server is the best place to get all the information on our D&D shenanigans. So with that being said, let's go ahead and just jump right into the map building. So, because that's what everyone's here for, really, is the D&D. It's what I'm definitely here for. I always had to look at my stream deck and remember what button's what. I really need pictures on them instead of just labels. So this is where we had, before everything crashed last week in a terrible gamut of fire. I got a bunch of maps built, and these are all 3 different encounters that the players will be having after they've arrived into the one-shot area. So they're first going to encounter some wolves. Hungry injured wolves at that. So they actually have a chance to just pacify them and get by them. They can choose to do it either as a combat encounter or a social encounter. Curious to see what they'll do there. They're going to get charged by some were-boars over here, which I just have like the were-rat figurine because that's about as close as we can get right now. And then in here they're just going to encounter a strange tree. And we'll see if they do anything. I think they get a bonus if they drink the sap from the tree. So, and this board is actually kind of done. We just needed to set up the atmosphere, and well, I didn't want to leave, my lovely viewers out of any of the process. So let's go ahead and get the atmosphere made for this board. So I think when they first arrive here, it is daylight. Let's see. Our story starts during the time leading up to the winter solstice. No, it is night. It looks like. Yep, the remnants of the setting sun dips below the horizon. Alright, so it's actually getting pretty close to night. So our sun will go ahead and be... Oh, there we go. Let's see. Our Light's going that way. Getting this position just right is always fun. Okay, so it's dusk. And okay, so there's our time of day. Hey, the new tools, man. Like, they're a whole new beast. That's what they are. Okay, we'll go ahead and give this the maybe forest night ambiance. What's forest day? I don't know how well the TaleSpire sounds show up to you guys. So let me know if they're a little too quiet. I can just turn up the volumes on those. Okay, definitely forest day. And I'm thinking mysterious place. Let's give that a listen here. No. That sounds a little too, that sounds like almost like the Shinra music from Final Fantasy VII. That's what it makes me think of. Elf Home? Elf Home might be it. It's always hard to remember exactly how all of these things sound. I just kind of have to go by their name and hope it's somewhat close. Ooh, Magical Forest. There we go. That's good. Alright, well, let's go ahead and boost down the fog a little bit. Lower the exposure just a smidge. Actually, no, because I'm streaming this. I'll leave it normal. No post effects. Music down just a hair. Ambiance up just a hair. And there we go. Alright, so this is going to be our default, and I'm going to go ahead and just put this out in an atmosphere block over here. So one of the things we were told today is that eventually, so there's also these marker blocks, which don't do much except for this right now. But eventually you're going to be, and you can fetch all players to them. But eventually you're going to be able to name them. And one of the plans they have is for some sort of searchable panel to find all your markers, both on a board level and on a campaign level. And what'll be really nice is at that point, you can technically stack the marker block a bit, and basically have atmospheres pre-labeled and quickly get to them, which will be nice. I'd rather personally have an atmosphere panel, but hey, I'll take what I can get. Alright, so with that, I think this board is done. These are 2 of our players so far. Yeah, Temperance and Roll. Unfortunately, there is not a Warforged Bard miniature, but that is what he is a Warforged Bard. So that should be interesting. I think he's got some fun plans. This is a level 8 one-shot, so it'll be a nice level. So that is our first board officially done. So let's go ahead and get on to our second board, which I had already created the actual board for, but never got around to populating it. So this is a web path, according to the book, according to the module, and we just have a web path 20 feet wide and 60 feet long, and sparsely covered underbrush, spider webs, which we don't really have anything to do spider webs, unfortunately. And it looks like 4 ettercaps in the underbrush. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull open our library. And once I remember, I'm still not used to all these new controls. So, unfortunately, we can't really do... It's 20 feet wide. Let's see, it leads out of Dewlight to the northward. Okay. So, make sure I'm facing north first off. And we can't really do a 20-foot wide path very easily. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these tiles here to make a 20-foot wide path. And it's 60 feet long. So that is only, let's see, that's 10, 30, 40. That is not a long path that they will have to worry about these eder caps. I'm going to extend it a little bit. And then it is dense underbrush, so we'll go ahead and get this. I think that's sparse, and then this is, yes, the more dense one, unless one of these others fits better. No. All right. And we'll just go ahead and get this here, and here. And then we need to give it some underbrush. We're going to do that here in props with all our fancy new nature props here. Plants. That's what we want. Bunches and bunches of plants. So I'm just going to give these a nice scattering here. As kind of a base layer. And that is the same one, isn't it? I just picked up. Oh no, it's just double clamped. I feel like the old bushes that I used to use are gone. We'll just put some treat. Oh, once I make sure not to do that. Now I've gone and sunk the sunk the level there. Just basically use these treetops as giant bushes. It works. Do whatever you can. Turn on clipping so it's a lot easier just to place these everywhere. And then let's get some rocks to show that it is a pebbled pathway. And I think there we have it, pretty much. That's kind of all we needed for this map. Very simple. We just need our creatures now. Hey, John P7, thank you for the follow. Happy to see you here. All this great D&D content. Just me planning maps. It's nothing special today. The one-shot Sunday. That'll be the time to come around. Okay. So now we need monsters. That's what we need. So these are eder caps. What do eder caps look like? Big, freaky purple guys with spider faces. I don't think we have any of those. Nothing particularly close that I know of. So we're probably going to go ahead and use, I want to say, the Shambling Mound is probably our best bet. Although that's immediately a large creature. Eder caps are medium. Now maybe we'll use, no, not the plant. That's way too off. Nothing under humanoid. Nothing under goblin will work. Oh, I didn't notice we had a pterodactyl mini now. That's cool. And a raptor. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I think the Shambling Mound there is going to have to be our winner. As inaccurate as it is, it's still one of the closest things we got. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get this guy resized down to a medium. And we'll get 3 more out here real quick. Because we're going to have to do this to all of them. With that, I can close the library, actually. Don't need that. I wish there was a keyboard shortcut for set size as well. But hey, I'll take it. I can do it, and that's the important thing. Alright, so we got Ettercap 1, 2, 3, and 4. And they're going to have 44 health, which, funny enough, is the average on D&D Beyond. Whoops, that was not the right button. .45 health. Being the one-shot, I figured I might as well roll the HP for all the monsters for once. It's not something I often do. I usually just go with the average. Especially, like, you'll see that on a lot of the level 6 beasties. And a measly 38 in comparison. These guys are the ones... This is the area designed to kind of soften the party up. Although apparently they will run from a prolonged fight. Okay. I think it says they are loosely spread out. Oh, they stay away when they... Yes, they are 4 cowardly ettercaps lurking nearby. Hey, get over there. I just realized these need to be in the back because these are number 3 and 4. And I don't want to give away... I don't want to give up the jig right away if there's 4 of these things. Alright. Now, it is webbed, and I don't think we have anything that can actually really work, but I'm going to look anyway. Yep, there's no web. I think there is... rope? No, not rope. I thought there were nets, but I guess not. So... yeah, I think that's all we can really do with that then. Alright, so with that, we'll go ahead and get the atmosphere set up for this guy as well. So this is largely a combat board. So let's go ahead and make it sound as such. So at this point, the sun will have set. It has been a handful of hours. So we definitely want Forest Night as our ambiance. But then let's do probably Ambushed. Yeah, I like the sounds of that. Okay. So we have our sun was over to the east. No, our sun is in the west. Oh, did I screw up the atmosphere on that other board? I may have screwed up the atmosphere on that other board, now that I think about it. I'll have to double check that. Okay, sun is to the west. And it's high moon. Okay, so we're actually going to go ahead and I have some settings for friend here for a good nighttime setting. I want to see how well this looks. Once I find where he messaged it to me anyway. There we are. So I actually turned up the fog multiplier, weirdly enough. I guess that probably changes the exposure levels. Okay, I see. Basically, just by upping the exposure level, it gives it a pretty good nighttime feel still. I see. And that should still be nice and visible on stream. So we'll apply that to the game board and create an atmosphere block just in case. And there we have our web path. So let me go ahead and go back to double check to the road of Palvarth and make sure this was actually good. Okay, yeah, the shadows are alright. Woo! Yeah, that is the one unfortunate thing. There's a bug right now. I would love if it got fixed before Sunday. But I doubt that'll be the case. The devs have their handfuls dealing with far more pressing bugs. That hide volumes do not retain their state right now. So I have to come in here and be like, well, rehide that, rehide that, rehide that. And then it'll work. Okay, those are the old, can I actually delete those yet? Nope. Wait, I think it was working. Yeah. So these were the old ones that screwed up. Apparently they were just layered over there. Yes, so that way I can do that. Alright. Our next board is the Hag's Hovel, which I will just be renaming 3 Hovel. So that the way I don't know it's a bunch of hags. Don't want to give away that surprise now, do we? And we may actually be on to doing some floor 6 tonight. Because I am just, I'm just going through these boards. Now this one does actually have a map. Sorry that I don't have it up on screen to some comparisons. But it looks like 1 square is 5 feet on this guy. And we have a 1, 2, 3. Oh, Jesus, counting this is fun. Sorry, guys. This is boring. 2, 3, 4, 5. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 by 29 by roughly 22. So we're going to go ahead and first lay down that as a foundation here of grass tiles. Make sure I'm roughly near origin. So about 30 by 22. Alright, so that's all we really should need for the Hag's Hovel. We'll see how much we actually need once we start getting things built on here. A lot of the Hag's Hovel looks to be 2 buildings, a well, and then a bunch of trees. So we're going to go ahead and do the trees last as decorative. But we're going to go ahead and make sure we get those buildings in place. So first off, a well. And you know, I think I've seen people do a well as a slab. So I think I'm going to go and see what we can find. Yep, sure enough, there is a simple well slab. So if I just copy this and hit paste over here, I can get a simple well. Looks like it is a simple well with some clipping in it, so that's fun. So I'll just remove all of that. Get this selected. And now I have it as a slab in a Chimera slab specifically. And I can more accurately clip it down as much as I need. So we have this, and it should be roughly here. Okay, nope, not quite there. Little too floaty. That ought to do it. So yeah, there we have our nice little well. And that is courtesy of Oakblade on Tales Bazaar. I'm just going to go ahead and, just for posterity's sake, go ahead and paste that prefab in the chat as a nice little thank you for our Oakblade. Thank you very much for that. It is. It's very simple. I like it. Oh, that actually, you know, I got to take a moment here now to show this off. Someone did something absolutely insane, in my opinion, on the new, with the new Chimera stuff. Someone managed to take a bunch of props and flat out make a piano. Like, that's insane. Apparently it is a bunch of bread. Or no, this is, I think, doors, actually, it looks like, of some variety. Lanterns. I don't know what these are. Some shelves. Just all clipped together to make a piano. And I definitely need to use it in something or another at some point. Yeah, the stuff coming out of... yeah, it does. The stuff coming out of the new Chimera build is absolutely mind-blowing, what people are coming up with. I highly recommend, if you have the time, go to Tales Bazaar and check out some of the slabs people are coming out with, because it's just blows anything I do out of the water, that's for sure. So, okay. Where were we? Had the right window open, just didn't have the right tab open anymore. Alright, so we got our well. I need to delete this version of it over here. Don't need that anymore. Oh, interesting. You can exit building mode with escape. Good to know. Alright, we need the Hag's Hovel itself. So the Hag's Hovel is a rundown shack of the night hag named Landry Staggersoul. She has 2 house guests. Okay, inside there's a ramshackle bed and table and a warped wood shelf and a small fireplace with some dryads bound and gagged. Very, very simple. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get that built. I'm going to use the rural set, I think, for the Hag's Hovel. I have not used the rule set pretty much in any of my builds, and I think it looks nice. So let's go ahead and use it. So we need... It is approximately only 3 tiles big, actually. 3 tiles wide by... So 50... I mean, that's 15 feet, if you think about the 5-foot conversion. 15 by 30. No, 15 by 25, because I'm good at math. Yep. So this is actually a handful of feet away from the well. So we'll put it up here near the edge of the forest. And I think there is a little 1x1 wall. There is, so I can actually get this to be 15 feet, which is nice. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there we go. So another one. Let's be careful about where you put that, because we want to use the door in the middle here. So if we put the door, that's close enough. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 5 tiles. Yep, 5 by 3. A little tiny hovel. The nice thing is, this should be way more doable now with the new prop system. So alright, so there's our little cross-section hovel. And let's go ahead and get the floor in. Oh no, my alternating floor doesn't match. Oh well. It's a hag's hovel, she'll deal. And let's get a door in there. And there we have the basic start. Kind of want to give her some stairs here. That feels so good, being able to do that. Just clip it straight into the ground. Like, I get that you could do the clipping like that before, but it never felt good to me. Now it feels good. Alright, I think beds are props. So this is a old dirty bed, I believe. A ramshackle bed. Well, unfortunately, we only have like nice beds and then floor beds. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and give. See, I want like a. Oh wait, I could probably, using some fancy clipping, I can go ahead and give her this bed here. And then clip this bed kind of on top of it-ish. You know what? It makes it look dirtier. I'll take it. Alright, so she has the ramshackle bed. She needs a scratched up table and a warped wooden shelf. With the various witchy accoutrements. Oh, I can go straight up against the wall now. That feels good. And I'll even give her another one here. Right above where we're going to put her table. Ooh, that table's too big. It's too big. Hey, the flipped assets work now. So that's cool. Okay, see, I think this is supposed to be this table? And they are way different sizes. So that is that's something to bring up there in the asset stuff. There we go. I like the look of this table. Oh, I didn't mean to get rid of the shelf. Let's actually replace it with this one anyway. Let's just put it right here. Yeah. I think there is also, if I look at food and drink, put a bottle on that. You can basically put just stuff in general, which is really cool. Oh, see, what I want is I want like the knife you can have sticking out of things. That's what I really want. Have that broom there. Why not? Give it a little life. And then she also has a little fireplace, apparently. Yes. So she has a hearth. I don't think the hearth is detached from anything. Yeah, unfortunately not. What's the jug? Oh, probably like a jug of alchemist fire. Probably what that is. Okay, so that's nice that that's there. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to go to the fireplace and clip the heck out of it to get it where we want it to be. Nope. Just a little more up. Nope, nope. Yep, it's either too high or too low. So I guess it'll be too low is what we'll do. Because it still has some snapping to certain measurements, which is fine. It works. It still shows. I still see the rural set throughout this whole area, so that's what I really want there. Just got that fire, and I think I saw actually some good props to put next to the fire right here. So hang those there. And there we have our cozy little hags hovel, ready to be populated with said hags. So let's go ahead and give it a roof, because why not do roofs now? I'm not used to doing them, but you know what? They make sense these days. I'm going to need, however, I'm going to need that on. Whoops. That was all the wrong clicks. That's what I wanted to do. Alright, have a good one, James. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for the raid. And hope to see you Sunday. I know it's a little quiet right now. I thought about turning music back on, but I will get distracted if I turn music on for certain. I know that much. And besides, we need to be able to hear all the TaleSpire music, right? I think I am. I think we'll go ahead and turn on this music again. Make sure it is set to shuffle. Of course, I accidentally hit shuffle. Let me know if anyone who's watching, if that winds up being too loud, and I will do something about it. But until then, that's what we're going to go with. I didn't even realize that that was actually one of the things there. Of course, now there's no, like, half ones, so I have what I do instead is I get this guy back, get that, and then just clip this one in. And it doesn't look like there's anything for the center here. There's no no little corner bits, so I will instead use this guy. And there we have it. There is our little witch's hovel. So now we just need her second building. And then we get to populate this board, decorate it with forest, and set its atmosphere. And then I think we only have one board after that before we are technically done with the Lore of Lurue. Mind you, this is a game that is meant to be run in roughly the span of 3 hours. So it makes sense that it's only a small handful of maps. It is meant to be a one-shot, so... Alright, let's see. Hag's Menagerie. Okay, this one's a little trickier. Whoops. There we go. This one is a little trickier, being a... kind of like a prison cell, it looks like. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to... because what it looks like we got is... corners. Where's my corners? So, right here we have one of these, one of those, okay. Oh, see, this door actually has like a front and a back. It's a lot more obvious. Okay, so then we get cages. Go back to our roll set, and now what we need to do is we basically need to make we need to turn these into, it's really going to be as simple as just doing this again. I think it is. Yes, so we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoops. 8, 9. Yeah, so this is one of those instances where on the map it is technically shorter because they use you know, all their walls are on lines. But TaleSpire, you can't do that. You can't do that with Dwarven Forge either. So it's the sacrifice for an accurate map, and it is so worth it because 3D's cool. All right. And then we'll just repeat this. Over here. And then, now I gotta wrap it up over here, though. So, this is the hard part here. Because this is actually gonna be better. Like so. And then I need to get a wall in there. Whoops. And there we have it. I just lost my one wall. There it is. So what I think we're actually going to do as well is we're going to move this whole thing. Whoops. Just slightly away from the house. Get the floor in. Now we just got to get the cages in. Right. Oh, this is a large wooden Oh, there is a rotted out hole. Shack, so we'll leave that there. Make it look a little more ramshackly. Whoops. And it is covered in lined with fungus. So let's go ahead and look for nature, mushrooms. Let's go ahead and line our house here with some mushroom varieties. And then this place is covered in vines. Every time I don't get that with my depth perception, it just kills me. Huh. Those are backwards. Alright, well, gotta fix that. Go. I got 2 errant ones here, it looks like. Alright. Gotta put a roof on this boy. Reading ahead there for a minute. Okay, I need a roof. That's what I need. That's the next step. Roof on this boy. And then it'll be time to place creatures down. And then after creatures comes the trees. And then this map, and then the atmosphere. And this map will be done. This one's going to have a much lower roof, I think. We'll see what we can do anyway. Hopefully we don't have problems of our party coming through the rooftops, as has been a problem in past builds. We shall see. Oh. Really? There we go. Alright. So our first thing we have by the well is a Grick Alpha, which is only a problem if they actually go and investigate the well. Otherwise, they don't have to worry about it. So for a Grick, there was one I had been traditionally using, which I thought was here under Monstrous. Maybe I don't have one I've been traditionally using for a Grick yet. I need this to say, though, I think we're going to have to use the Tentacle. They are large. I'm just going to put them up here so that they're easier to hide. .76 HP. So in the shack itself, we have a night hag. I hate that clicking miniatures will do that. Gotta always remember to lock it. Okay, so you are Landry Staggersoul. You have a lot of health. Okay, you have under average health. So, lucky party. We rolled 98. The average was 112. So, they did good. They got lucky. And 2 house guests who are prisoners. Okay, so this is another encounter that doesn't hesitate to run. Okay. So for the dryads, we've been using these folk. And this is Trikala and Argentia. Alright. And then back here, in the far southeast corner. Whoops. Nope. Alright, looks like I'm still running into that. So that's fun. I wonder. Yep. Okay, you can still go on top of places you have no right to be on top of. So that's cool. There, that at least wedges her in the corner. So, yeah, that'll do. And her name is just Hannah. Hannah. Alright, and with that, because there are animals in the cages, but I'm not going to bother putting a bunch of animals in the cages. I'll just describe that there are animals in the cages. Alright. Okay, this is actually an abandoned well now that I read the thing on it. So we can get rid of that little bit there. Pump the mini down a bit. Maybe get rid of one pillar. Alright. Now we need decorations. Which is supposed to be full of gnarled, dead, twisted trees, it looks like. Nope, not a Festivus tree. Alright. I think that pretty much does all we really need to do for a for what the Hag's place looks like here. In terms of decorations, we got all our creatures out. So all that's left really is the atmosphere. So we'll go ahead and pause our current music and play around with the atmosphere settings. So we are going to need 2 atmosphere settings here. We're going to need, well, even with the combat ones, I generally just change the music. So we're going to go ahead and bump that exposure up, which I know makes it bright there, but we're going to make sure it looks night. I just realized I'm still in build mode, don't need that. And we are going to have, this one's going to call for Mysterious Place, I think. And we're still going to use, ooh, what about Graveyard Haunted? Yeah. Haunted Graveyard works. Alright, save that, and I believe that is our haunted board. Our spook board. Okay. A little bigger than what it originally stated, but, you know, it works. Okay, we give them a small rest, which is nice. It looks like after the rest, we will be tired. That's what we will be. We will be on the final map. Okay. So let's go ahead and go to a new board. And I'm actually going to check out a thing real quick. Copy this, paste it, see what this guy looks like. Oh, see, that is nice. Yeah, I'm going to use one of the Stalry's boards here as the entrance for my campaign, I think. Which is that one. You know what, let's go ahead and let's get that down first. So we're just going to sink it straight to the ground is what we're going to do. So this is one of the Stalry's boards. It's just called the Library. Modular Dungeon Library. And we're going to use this as the kind of start of our setting here for Candlekeep, I think. Because I like the way it looks. I think it looks really well for our campaign setting. Oh, I forgot I made Bob there. So we're gonna go ahead and get our heroes out here in the main in one of these library rooms. And this is mostly just so that way the players have something to come into that's not the adventure immediately. And I can go over to the other board ahead of them, clean it up with the hide volumes, ha 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 ha, and then have them come over. So with that, let's go ahead and set an atmosphere here real quick, which shouldn't take long. In fact, I don't think it's going to have any ambiance. We're probably going to use Warm Hearth? Yeah, Warm Hearth is good. Oh, don't want that default sky, though. Actually, you know what? I think the default sky is fine, actually. Just in case. Get that there. Right, and there we have the start for our setting. Good old Candlekeep. Alright, so with that, now we'll go ahead and create our final board, which is the button over here to rename it for Pool. So this is the Pool of Eternal Spring. Which this is where the Cult of Malar, which has wargs and werewolves, will be doing their evil do stuff. So it looks like we have two halves of the map, separated by. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I'm gonna place down a thing here, just so that way nothing happens here. Doop. I forgot to line these boards. Forgot I was doing this new style here. There we go. Alright. So, as I was saying, looks like our pool of Eternal Spring is actually divided into two halves, where there is a camp and then 500 feet before they actually reach the pool itself. Oh, the night actually doesn't fall until this map. Oh. So, despite the fact that time has passed, Sorry, guys, I'm reading here. Let me get that going. Of course, it was the end of the song. Okay, no, so they arrive at sunset. It takes several hours. Okay. Ugh. Okay. So yes, we have a campsite to start with. Sorry, I was reading like stuff about the time, how the time is here. I'm gonna hope this isn't too loud here. I know the beep is. But I need some AC on because it's getting toasty. It hit 80 degrees Fahrenheit today. Fahrenheit for 3 degrees. Okay, so we're here. Make sure. Yep, okay. And there goes the dog going nuts. As she do. We're actually going to make this to where I think that's still going to be north, or not north. It's still going to be that direction. We'll make north that way, so that our players are starting here and going this way. That'll wind up better. Wait, no, actually, they are coming from the north in this case. Yes. So this way should be north. All right. Good thing I noticed that compass rose on the map there. Okay, so the first thing we do is we actually have a big old campfire. Let's see if that's west, this is north. Okay, yeah, they're coming from here. Oh, the freedom of rotation on those props is mwah. Okay, this says it's actually 6 huts, but I like them being tents. Okay, so these are supposed to be targets. So I think if I do the armor stands over here. Few. 8 berserkers of the cult and 2 wargs. What do we have for a berserker? Probably these guys. These guys are most berserker-esque, I believe. How many? 8? Woof. Alright, they are... gathered around the fire. Man, these combats are no joke. Okay, but they're supposed to be fully rested, is the idea. So that makes more sense. Alright, well, let's go ahead and use the rolls here to get their HP done. Another 70. Oh, that guy's weaker. That's nice. I think we're about to roll our last one already. Alright. Alright, I'm about to turn off Snap to Grid. I really like this song. Whoops. It's not real far away like my dungeon levels. Oh, I'm missing one. I miscounted. $57, the weakest of the bunch. Okay, let me see real quick. Okay, yeah, I pretty much have to then exit the ruler mode. And then move him. That is slightly annoying. This will work better with when we have persistent rulers. But I'm still planning to try to do it anyway. I hope those of you who have been sticking around have been enjoying yourselves. I know we don't have a very active chat tonight, that's fine. I'm pretty good at talking to myself, making up commentary. So, good. Alright, so we got that. We got 2 wargs, which is just some large wolves. follow a trail heading west. So they're actually coming from the east. Makes a sharp turn to the north. So if they're heading east, they're coming from the east, and then makes a sharp turn to the north. The last leg of their journey takes them south along a wide trail to the forest. All right. I wanted to make sure I was right on the directions they were coming from here. So let's go ahead and give them a little more running room, actually, as a result. Not that button. This button. Wow, real big difference there. And not quite as good as I want, but it will have to do. Nope. There we go. Okay, now we need trees. I might wait on the trees. Simply do a thing here. Words are hard. That's what they are today. Because I'm going to need trees on the next part of the map as well. So I'll wait till we get both parts done. And then, yeah. this cast tile and outline this. There's our Pool of Endless Spring. Alright then, let's see. Six werewolves. And the corrupted avatar of Lurue. Okay. Which they may not even have to fight. That's the fun part there. But they're definitely going to have to fight the corrupted avatar of the world. I need monstrous werewolves. This guy actually start off in humanoid form. Although he is basically just a cultist looking guy. He is a werewolf after all still. $60. Yeah, I've noticed most things, there are very few things that they're going to have to fight that tend to actually stay in the fight. So they should be okay even with all these numbers. Cultist of Malar. Is it just one? No extra A's in here? Yeah. Even though it's obvious that they are werewolves. I'm not going to make it super obvious with their names being Werewolf 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Now, what to use for the corrupted avatar of Lurue? Probably just a horse. As silly as it is, we don't have a unicorn. Unicorn, I'm gonna put that on asset requests. Yeah, we don't have a unicorn. Didn't think we did. So yeah, we just have a horse. Unfortunately, there is not. Now, funnily enough, there actually is a. Just because your example. I know what you mean, but I just have to be like, yes, dragon. There are not. However, I love the screen shake. No, there are not going to be plain color markers or anything like that. The team tried them, the dev team tried them, and they did not like them. It made them really sad, apparently, because it stopped feeling like the tabletop. And while I get where they're coming from, there are a lot of people who respectfully disagree. And that's fine. However, at some point after early access drops in 1 week and before full release, so sometime in the next coming months, hopefully, we will be able to import our own miniatures. When that happens, it will be very easy to, if you want, bring in like flat paper tokens or colored markers or anything like that, in addition to actually probably importing the minis of things that you want. So, but yes, until then, you just have to deal with substitution. So like right now, I've got a horse. It's supposed to be a unicorn, but that's all I got to the horse. So, big horse, because it is the corrupted avatar. I know, right? I can't wait for next week, because I mean next week it goes early access, and everyone who's been waiting will finally be able to have access, and it's gonna be so nice. Now, does the corrupted avatar start on the shoreline? Materializes at the edge of the pool. Alright. And it's gonna have... $77 health. Nah. Nah, that's too little. 90. That's good. This is basically the final boss of the one-shot. So, I mean, yeah, it is surrounded by, 6 werewolves, but it's also going to be fighting the werewolves. So... And then this thing's going to get hidden because it is... not here when the characters get here immediately, and it shows up after a quick scene. And that's it. Now it's time to decorate. Alright, so I realized over here we can probably add some bones. To show that these guys are particularly berserkery and insane. And then we're probably going to do the same over here. especially along the edges of the pool, because that's the whole thing, is they are doing a corruption ritual using animal bones. And then we'll just fucking... dot the fucking landscape with a bunch of these. All right. There we go. Now a bunch of trees, and then we're done with this map. Well, atmosphere. Can't forget the atmosphere. So I'm actually going to go... I don't think the forest is any different here. Yes, the forest is not any different here. So we're actually going to go back to our first board. And copy out these guys. And then go back to our pool. Paste them over here. And do some of this shindig, where we're just gonna basically make a bunch of a forest. Kind of give our characters a bit of a path there. Alright, get some of this tree here as well. Alright, and there we go. There's a nice forest with a desecrated center. Alright, we're going to go ahead and stop the music there for a moment while we mess with our atmosphere settings. So, exit building mode, don't need that anymore. Alright, so now at this point, no matter when the characters had originally went to bed... Oh, see, that's too good. Alright, that's got to be what we do over there. So it is nightfall, and the moon is high. We'll turn the exposure up. It's high moon. It's about here. Dark Rituals. Let's give it a listen here. I can barely hear that one, so no. Oh, maybe. Haunted ruins. There we go. With the haunted graveyard sounds. Turn down the ambiance a bit. Nope. Although that makes for a good fucking shot though, doesn't it? Like, I'm tempted to just be like, what is it, F6 for photo mode, which plumped me over there. Focus distance closer. See, that's a dope screenshot. That's what that is. All right, so. Oh no! It did. Oh. Okay, that's fair. So yeah. So where were we? Exposure up. High moon. Turn the exposure down a little bit at least. We had just got rid of all of it. Haunted ruins with haunted graveyard with ambiance turned down a bit, and apply, and we'll save that out right there. It's really easily accessible for me. And then over here, we're gonna go ahead and plop it down again. Then we're also going to go ahead and plop down a new one here. This red, because that looks good. Alright, and then we'll apply this one to the game board, and then we will hide our area. Hide our second area here. And that does it. Get rid of these guys, don't need these anymore. Nice. Yeah, there we go. There's our, and that's the one-shot. Lore of Lurue. Done. We still technically have about an hour of my usual stream time before I would sign off. But considering the next kind of big thing is the level 6 Dungeon of the Mad Mage, I think that's going to be better to start on a fresh stream instead of here in the middle of one of our others. And just leave that barbarian shot there. Um, mm. So with that, I wish that button still worked because I have paranoia about that. Let's go ahead and go to into the board. Oh, let's. I'd set up the atmosphere here, didn't I? Yes. Okay. All right. So yeah, we got our heroes on their board, on their starting board already, and with that, this is done. So yeah. All right. I feel pretty good about it. Let's go ahead and close out of that and go back to the chat screen. So thank you all for showing up. Tech bandits who are still around, thank you very much. It was great to have you. I really hope you enjoyed seeing some of Tales. Oh, thank you, Sinseco. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. For that follow. But yes, thank you guys for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed what you saw at TaleSpire. That is the new build that will be coming out in 1 week. Available to all for $25 on Steam with regional pricing. So go wish list that if you wish. Of course, my bot isn't connected on that, so I've got to do it on that screen. There's a little blurb about TaleSpire. And, of course, I'd be remiss to say, that map that you just saw me build will be used this Sunday for the one-shot Lore of Lurue that my group Out of Alignment will be running. And then we'll be having another week break, and then on the 25th, we'll be back for our regular standard campaign sessions. If you wish to find out more about us, there's our Discord server, where you can come hang out with us and chat. In addition to below in the About section, you can find a link tree to all of the Out of Alignment links, including our Twitter and all of our videos on YouTube, where we have 30-something episodes, roughly 3 hours each, all in TaleSpire. The early ones are a little rough. They were in the alpha, so we get better as it goes on. But yeah, thank you guys for showing up, and if you stick around, we'll be going on a little raid somewhere. Not sure who we're going to raid yet, but we'll find out together. And until then, I'll see you tomorrow, where we'll be building Dungeon of the Mad Mage, level 6, the Lost Level. Catch you around, guys.